Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Celtic Tigers going up against the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Beckham will go in motion right. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they run with Mixon, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And some room to run now. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And some room to work. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on second is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Chris Jones forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From his goal line here, Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A toss play to Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his. And
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Buccaneers have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Lee. Operating from the gun. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. First down throw, Watson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Dubliners with a football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up,
first down. He'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Come on, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll let it go deep for... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
We got this.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Come on now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Back to throw, Newton. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. but you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Looking downfield for Godwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Also going on up in Charlotte. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. He juked him. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to fire one, and this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. To throw is Newton. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Right at the 20. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards. 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a handoff looking right. And he powers his way up past the 30. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go!
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on first down. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Halfback sent in motion. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Newton steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Newton now to throw. That's caught at the 3. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is knocked down from the side, right on the 30-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes us. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the Bears scoring to grab the lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Newton on 1st down. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 36. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here now the offense heading back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
to the air. Newton on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Over. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jordan Willis able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Noah Spence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on second down is Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the toss, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now a handoff as they run left side. There's a nice move. Space to run past the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. First and goal here from the 9. Newton throwing again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. The Bears have just scored, so they add on to their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they